Hey y'all, Rick Sky here, and I wanted to follow up in regards to the Tamron 28-75 lens after using it for quite a few weeks. And this video is actually being filmed with the Tamron 28-75 lens. I'm in f2.8 aperture, and looking at the top, I think I'm near 50mm zoom. Just a really pleasing image. The sun is over that way, kind of not directly behind the camera, but kind of over there. And it's been a real treat. And I wanted to share a follow-up review and just talk about my thoughts in regards to Tamron 28-75 after using it for several weeks. And like many of y'all, and if you're watching this video, you're probably researching the same, you've probably got a Sony E-mount camera, whether it's full frame or APS-C, and you're probably looking for that perfect lens. And you probably don't know, well, should I get the Sony 24-105? Should I spend a lot and get the Sony G Master 24-70? Or should I go in at a bargain price and get a 100% compatible Sony lens that's not made by Sony, that's made by Tamron? And, well, it has a constant f2.8 aperture, so that's an advantage over the 24-105. 24-105 is f4 aperture. A disadvantage, and it could be a disadvantage depending upon your shooting style, but the disadvantage to the 24-105 would be the range. I mean, this goes from 28 to 75, and obviously the 24-105, you got more zoom. So if you're doing a lot of stuff where you require zoom, that may be a better option. Now, this lens, the Tamron 28-75, pitted against the G Master 24-70, it would be hard for me to suggest spending that much more for the G Master because, I mean, the bokeh, the defocus background of the G Master may be a little bit more visually pleasing, but that's totally subjective. And 99% of the time when I'm shooting videos and or photos with this, if someone, because I've used both of the lenses very heavily, if they threw up an image or a video from each lens, I could probably decipher which was which based upon the defocus background. But for your average eyes on social media or other TV or whatever it's watching, the footage or photos that's been, the videos or photos that have been captured, they probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I mean, it's a very subtle difference. But to have this Tamron 28-75 being so small and so lightweight, see, that's why they went with 28-75 instead of 24-70, because they were able to keep the size and weight down. And for my shooting style, I personally prefer to have more reach on the long end versus the short end. So I would rather have 75mm instead of 70mm. And as far as on the short end, yeah, it would be nice to have 24 instead of 28, but in most situations, the difference between 24 and 28 is not that drastic. And I've got a 25mm prime lens that I use anyway, so if I'm doing landscape video, landscape photography, I'm going to strap on that prime anyway. Just because with a prime, you can get even better image quality. I mean, not saying this isn't good. I mean, you're seeing it right now while I'm narrating this video. So a few things that I've noticed after a few weeks. The zoom ring on the front of the Tamron 28-75, in the beginning, it felt a little bit stiff. It didn't stick, but it was just a little bit stiff. But after using it for a few weeks, it's a very fluid movement. And it does make just a little bit of a like rubbing type sound when you turn it. So if you're filming with video and zooming in and zooming out, depending upon the mic, if you have an on-camera mic, it may pick up that sound a little bit, but I haven't noticed it. I've got a mic, the mic I'm using to film this video, mounted on top of the camera, and I haven't encountered any issues with the sound of the zoom in and zoom out. But yeah, that was a minor observation. Obviously, the build quality, if you hold the Tamron 28-75 in your hands, it's not going to feel as big and as heavy as the 24-105 or the 24-70 G Master. It by no means feels cheap. Some people said that it feels cheap. I don't think it feels cheap. It's very small, it's very lightweight. It's actually my go-to lens right now when I reach for a zoom for the Sony a7 III that I'm filming this video with. Tell me what you think. Expand this video's description and then click the link there and you can find where to order the Tamron 28-75, the camera body, the microphone, the tripod, and then also I've got the Sony 24-105 and the Sony 24-70 G Master. Thanks for your viewership, and be sure to subscribe, ring that bell icon when you do, and stay tuned for a lot more videos here soon. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Rick Sky here. Thanks again for your viewership. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. If you're looking for Irish Guys Adventure Channel merch, like this t-shirt and a lot of other cool stuff, expand this video's description. You can find it all there. Y'all have a good day.